Hello grade 3, welcome to our new science lesson. We are still in Unit 6, Fossils. Lesson 1, what is a fossil? Our objective for today, to analyze and interpret evidence of organisms that lived long ago and look for patterns in their fossils. Now please open your books on page 360. Sometimes it is hard to tell how large an organism was just by looking at fossil pieces of it. It is also sometimes hard to tell a fossil size from a simple picture of it. Look at the pictures of some fossils on this page and how the organisms compared in size. We have giant ground sloth fossil, cycad cone fossil, and trilobite fossil. Now we will watch a video to compare these fossils to a kid's bike.
Trilobite. Child's bike. Cycad cone. Utah raptor. Giant ground sloth. Quetzalcoatl.
Now let's compare them to the size of a school bus. If you look at the cycad cone and the trilobite, they are smaller than the wheels of the bus. If you look at the Utah raptor, it's smaller than the school bus. If you look at the giant ground sloth, it is almost as big as the school bus. Why don't we measure things in school bus length? Yes, a bus length is quite long. It might make sense to measure long objects or distances in school bus length, but for things that are shorter, it wouldn't make sense. Pieces and parts. Please open your books on page 362. Fossils of entire organisms are rare. Scientists usually only find pieces and parts of once living things. Complete fossils, such as those below, give scientists greater insight into what some organisms used to look like. Can you figure out what's what? Look at the photos below. Compare the details in the fossils. Describe what you can tell about each fossil from the details you can see. I will give you time to think and find details. Are you ready? What can you see? Yes, in the first picture, I can see the tail clearly. I can also see that the tail is narrow. Plus, I can see the mouth. Now, look at the second picture. What do you see? I can clearly see the mouth. The bones are easily visible. The eyes and mouth are easy to see. There are at least 2 clear fins and a tail. This fish is wide and flat. Please don't forget to copy the answers in your books on page 362. What can you determine about the size of the fossils? Excellent. They are both close to 20 centimeters long. The bottom fossil is taller than the top one by about 5 centimeters. We are still on page 362. Using the evidence from the details you could see, which modern-day animal do they resemble? Which features provide evidence for your conclusion? Excellent. They look like fish. They have fins and tails, but no arms or legs. We are on page 363. Now look at the pictures below. An artist used the fossils to draw what the original organisms may have looked like. Compare the images below. Use the fossil to determine if you agree with the artist. Please look at the two pictures and try to compare them. Now let's list any parts of the art that you think match the fossil. Very good. The mouth, fins, and eyes are all in similar locations on the fossil and in the art. Now, list any parts of the art that you think do not match the fossil. Excellent. The art appears to be a little more narrow than the fossil and the tail appears to be a little longer. Don't forget to copy your answers in your books. Now please open your books on page 364. What was that? Some fossils closely resemble organisms alive today. Others, however, look nothing like organisms that live on Earth today. In fact, some fossilized organisms are so strange that it can be hard to imagine what the organisms looked like when they were alive. But no matter how strange or common fossils might look, they still provide scientists with much evidence about life in the past. I want you to do question 17 as a homework. Draw a line from the picture of each organism to the fossil it may have left behind. Don't forget to do your homework. My lovely students, thank you for watching this video. See you soon. Bye bye.